we've had some weather, which is making fixing fence a priority. I'm going to take you over to a section that went down, and I'm going to show you how, I guess, easy it is to fix vinyl fencing, especially when a post is the issue. It is softer than I thought it was. Hold on. Okay. So, I'm going to show you what I'm dealing with here, and then I'm going to show you how to go about fixing it. I left my horses in this morning because I wasn't sure what my fences were going to look like. That's not a gate. So that's a section of fencing that I have to fix, which, I don't know if you can see, I'm trying to see what you can see. There's a post in the middle of that got snapped right off at the ground. See that post? That got snapped right off at the ground. So now I have to fix that. So how are you going to fix that if you don't have just, bag of concrete laying around and, that kind of thing. So let's see what we can do here. So what I do, I had watched a YouTube video, and it showed doing it with 4x4s. Shove some 4x4 down. So now that just made like a pocket in the ground that would off the post. There's a hole there. And the videos that I watched did it with 4x4. It's a fence company that did it with 4x4s. What I found with the 4x4s is it still had a lot of play, so the fences still really were susceptible to being caught by the wind and stressed by the wind. And on a hunch one day when I knew I had another section to fix, I decided to get one of my ground poles that I use with my horses, and just wanted to see if on the flat side, and some of them have a tab on the top side. These are the ones that have a tab on the top side, and I don't have a tool to remove the top side, to remove those, to get them out of there. So I'm going to have to try to lift this post up and over when I cut that the right height. So you're not going to be able to cut it like a post height. You got to cut it to that bottom rail. Okay, so see the hole, that's the middle rail, and then the bottom rail. I have to keep walking through this water. So I can't have any more than this much cut. Okay, so because the rail itself will block from any further being able to slide it down anymore. So let's get us twisted around. I don't have the right blade on this either. This is an emergency. So that's what I'm going to fix, that post right there. Alright, now this isn't, like I said, this isn't the right blade. I'm not doing this as my future profession of fixing fence, but I am trying to let anybody know that it has vinyl fence. It's never had to repair vinyl fence, and thinks when something snaps like that, you have to, replace it. You can actually do a temporary fix, or even a semi-permanent fix this way. If I was to replace the post, I have one that I don't know if I feel like getting all in. I gotta clean my garden, but maybe in another video I'll show you what it is to replace the post. But if I were to replace this, and then cut the top, like cut the extra, even with the top of the other posts, and then flip it back over, and now it's at the ground. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So basically you're cutting off everything that would go in the ground because you don't need it. So this is alright. So this is what they did. Don't do this. Don't, they would put a piece of wood, which I'm actually going to take that out because there is a place I'm going to use that to just make it a little bit more solid, another rail somewhere else more solid in. But what they were doing was they were literally, see that broken piece there? And you see it's broken. And then they would jam this in there, and then they'd screw it to both, and then, it would be a broken rail, and it would look like a broken rail. So instead of doing it that way, I'm going to see if I can rob Peter to pay Paul over here. So see how they piece that together like that? That looks like shit. Sorry. I'm not the originator of this fence line, so any repairs that were made like that were not my repairs. But luckily this one's long enough. Cut off that repair, and then I'm going to use my new long one for where this one just came from. Looks like I'm going to get lucky to be able to do that. Then what that means, first I recommend actually measuring. I'm not really good at that kind of thing. That's why I always ask my husband to make things for me, because I'm the type of person that'll put 10 holes in the wall until I find it looks good there. just actually got rid of one of those shitty repairs. And I'll go put it up there. See, I just totally cut one of these shit repairs right off. Now I don't have that anywhere on my farm. Ugly. Stole that from right there. Okay, and what makes that not easy to fix is because it's not a normal 8-foot section. I don't know if you can see, it's a much longer than 8-foot section. So what they did was I showed you, they pieced together something to create a larger post. Well, that looked like shit, so I'm gonna just sacrifice one of my posts and fill it in properly. Now, I don't know if you can see, this was another one because it's an extra and they did all that extra stuff to it. They put an old piece of rail there because you see that post is broken. This paddock right now is not a priority to me, so I'm just going to make it look better, but I'm not going to take the time now to fix that post. I would replace that post. That would be like something on my someday to-do list. But since I don't actually use this paddock, it's not a priority paddock for me. So, now. Better than what it was. Alright, that's all I'm going to fix today. I have a couple other spots that I want to fix better than they are, but I got a lot of work still to do. I want to move the baby back down where they're used to being, although they're doing okay.